Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome to my angel reading for September. Oh, we really need this right now. We're on the tail end of Mercury retrograde. There's so much going on, and a little bit of angelic energy and guidance will go a long way right now. Now, like all my angel readings, the decks I have, I've never found a really good tarot angel deck because a lot of times they'll have lots of words with them. This one's has a little bit of a label. Uh, I love the major arcana and the royal cards, but the pips have they're boring and just well they're boring. Yeah. Anyway. So I do have my Angel Tarot with me. I also have, this is the Healing with the Angels Oracle. This is a Diane Virtue deck. I did not purchase said deck. I did get it as a gift. I know there's a lot of, there still is quite a bit of chatter around Diane Virtue. The easiest thing I can say, it just feels like she burnt out. She wrote so many books, brought out so many cards, and it's just like she burnt out. There is revenue for her. She still gets royalties for all her books, all her cards that she has created. So there is that as well. So just be aware of it before you go and buy a new deck. If you need to have it, please know that, or if you have any Doreen Virtue books, or decks, know that it was written in a time of light and love. There's nothing wrong with the decks. There's nothing wrong with the books. Yeah. So that is what I'm going to say on that. And then of course I also have the Angel Inspiration Oracle. This was created by Kim Dreyer. Amazing deck. Yeah. So I'm going to just jump right into some of the supports, that guidance that we need. Look at what the angels want to share with us right now as we head into that end part of Mercury retrograde and as we head into the fall, because next Saturday we will be heading into that fall energy, right? We have the fall equinox on Saturday. I knew there was another one. Okay. I'm just going to get this deck up to the side. Okay. So the card that really wanted out there, the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, this deck. It has so many positives, but the pips just is its Achilles heel. As a little bit of a side note, I am working diligently on my Angel Tarot and an accompanying Angel Oracle. However, the artwork is taking me a while, so be patient. It will come. It will come, and the pips do not look like this. And for those who are wondering, the pips are like the ace to 10 in the minor arcana. So the Nine of Pentacles, it's much more than comfort. It's an abundance card. It's that physical abundance. The angels are reminding you, and this is a big piece, guys, no matter what chaos, crazy, struggles, challenges, gunk we're dealing with, the more we focus in on those positive aspects, those pieces that are going right, we're going to be able to start to shift some of this stuff, some of this toxic yuck, the heaviness. The light does burn away the shadows, guys. Focus in on that positive. It goes a long way in shifting not only us, but starting to shift what's not working for us. Because those positive aspects start to grow. We start to feel better. feel stronger. When we have that foundation of positivity, of what's going right, what will work for us, working to our strengths, we have a positive, strong foundation to build off of. The Queen of Wands, she's in reversal. Talking about building to our strengths. Bit of a challenge for us right now. We're not feeling all that in a bag of chips. We've got the Queen in reversal because she truly is all that and a bag of chips. Ah, the Death card, the 13th card in the Major Arcana. It's about that release. And it's interesting that we've got the double 13s right beside each other and that they're both in reversal. And of course, the Death card is that release, that transition card. The Knight of Pentacles in reversal. Like I said, I do love the, well, I would say 2/3 of the deck. It's not even, is it? There's 40 out of the 78 cards. So it's more than half that just fall short. Okay, so let's look at these cards a little bit closer. When you're looking at what the angels are sharing, and you can really see it here. We talked about that abundance card, that 9. Now, we aren't able to truly, I'm going to move this guy over. I want these cards here. So we're not able to truly embrace and use our skill set. Like I said, we're not feeling like we've got that full bag of chips, that full sense of self. We're feeling lost and blah. The energies have been really beating us up. The angels are reminding us that we need to release this stuff. We can't keep going with what we're currently doing because we're going to burn ourselves out. We're not focusing in on those positive aspects. We're not truly utilizing our full potential. We're not paying attention to self. We need to start to shift our attentions, put our energies where we need it most rather than, well, what is feeling the most overwhelming. And know that it's easier said than done. I understand that. However, it is going to be a piece where we want to start slow. Take it one step at a time. This is not going to be a fast and furious piece. We have double pentacles, slow moving. The wands, yeah, it does move a little bit faster. However, it's in reversal and it is sandwiched in between two rocks. And we really feel like we're stuck in between two rocks right now. Take that deep breath and look at how and what you need to release so you feel stronger and more able to embrace that stability, that positivity. It's the only card in the upright. It's going to take work on our part, right? The Knight of Pentacles, he is the knight that is steadfast. He works on that home front, and we need to take some time. Give ourselves permission. That's a big one. Permission to work on our home front. Embrace that home front. Because no one else can do this for us. Should mention, and I did say that we do have the double 13s. That 13, very much that goddess energy. We've got the angels reminding us that it's time to quiet our mind. We need to listen to that intuition, that high vibration. It's going to support us in moving forward. And right now we don't feel like we're moving at all. just kind of standing on our heads, balancing in an awkward space. Grounding will support us. Feeling stable, that stability, especially within ourselves, is going to be a game changer. Now, I should say we also have a new moon coming up later this week. Tomorrow? Yes, it's the Thursday. It's on the Thursday. It is time to use that lunar energy, that 13, that divine feminine, to our advantage. I posted on Tuesday in kind of an empowerment energy check seal, so we have the energy to do what we want to do, what we need to do. Fantastic support in getting you going and getting ourselves unstuck, feeling better, feeling stronger. All right, what else will support my friends in, well, standing on their own 2 feet and taking those steps forward? Don't know if I've mentioned this, but I, along with my Angel Tarot, because I'm inspired by the decks I love, and the everyday words are still really hard. We are Mercury retrograde. The everyday witch tarot and oracle set I love, so I'm doing something similar. So there is an oracle deck that I'm going to bring out either after or with the tarot deck. I don't know. It's going to depend on the artwork. It's a slow and steady progress as well. All right. Emerging. Yes, please. There are emerging elements that are coming forward, especially as we are coming into the fall, especially as we are getting into that really not abundant, but that harvesty energy. I did speak of the moon. The moon actually is today is the, or not today, but this month is the full harvest or the full corn moon. Pay attention to those emerging pieces. They are going to support us. Power. Oh yeah. I mentioned that energy meditation before I pulled these cards. That, and it, like I said last week when it was one of my live streams, I had the new moon. I can't remember what I recorded it late, so it must have been my Thursday, Friday. No, I think it was the Friday session that I did here on YouTube, where I was like, wow, it gave me chills. Literally, it's a meditation healing session where you're looking at kind of taking back that power, taking back your energy. We do it on the physical, the spiritual, and emotional. We also work on the auric field and then use that new moon lunar energy to fill that store. Really helpful to start to work on some of the stuff that we need to work on. Serenity. Yes. Yes, please. Feeling that calm, feeling that balance. Along with in the next week, there's a lot going on next week because we have the shift into the fall. We have International Peace Day, which is a fantastic day to start to bring in that peaceful, calming energy. Next week's healing will be all about that serenity, all about that calm. Fantastic piece. Another tool to support you. Yes, 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 yes. Have some fun. Don't get too bogged down on this. You start to hyper focus in on this, and guess what? That is exactly when your low vibrational self will take over and do hyper focusing. We don't want that. That hyper focusing is kind of a derailment, sidetrack, squirrel moment that takes away from what you're trying to do. Have that playful fun. It is an amazing, it's a game changer. Again, it's that high vibration, right? We have that, we have that ability to be very intentional. Do we want that high vibrational fun, or do we want to get stuck? It's choice. And choice is a big thing. Have fun, enjoy time with self. Do big piece here, guys, creativity. We do have the Queen of Wands. It does say creativity here. She's much more than that, but a very creative card. Creativity, enjoy, have fun, get out, enjoy time with friends, with family. We don't want to hyper focus. We want to make sure that we're giving time to each aspect. And I know this, like that balance, guys, it's important. However, it's not like balancing just one or two aspects. It's balancing a ball pit of things. Good idea, especially during Mercury retrograde. Use that knowledge, that third eye thinking center, guys. Plan it out. Little bits of pieces here and there. So one day, do something to like that energy meditation. Then another day, have some fun. Different day, reflect. Next week, work on that piece. The more you start to bring these puzzle pieces together in small, easy, manageable pieces, not only do you stay in that high vibration, but you start to see those ahas coming forward because you're making a conscious choice to do something. You're still maintaining yourself, but you're able to push forward just a little bit more. We'll see what further guidance and support the angels want to share with you here. It's not easy. And each Mercury retrograde is very different because it depends on what is also in play. Like I said, we've got Mercury, most of the cosmos in retrograde, all but like 3 planets. Well, that makes a difference. If it's going into retrograde alone or with one other planet, we're more manageable. Depending on the year, like where it is in the month, or what month. The year it went into retrograde in October during the thinning of the veil, that was another one, right? It's important to take this time. We can't change it. All we can do is work with it. We have to be strong here. That foundational, stable energy. And I can see I've got 1, 2, 3 cards here, and I've got 2 sets of 4. 4 is not usually what I go for, right, guys? You know that, especially the people who've been here. It's usually around 3. Well, 4 is a stable number. That's stability. We need it within ourselves, and we need it in that foundation piece. I've got tons of meditations on grounding and stability. If my meditations, and it would be under the meditations, not the healings, but the meditations, the longer ones, all have a grounding component afterwards. It's important. The angels are very clear here. We've got the message of multiple 4s. That foundation, that structure, it's important. Make sure you're grounding yourself, which I mentioned because we do have the double pentacles. Hope. I love it. Making sure that you stay in that positive. I know it feels heavy. I know it feels sludgy. However, that hope, that desire to push past this, because this too shall pass. We need to keep that love, that connection, that hope going. Nurture your dreams. We need this queen standing on her feet, using and trusting in ourselves, using and trusting our creativity, our abilities. The more we work with ourselves, the further we're going to get. Yep, face your challenges. You do not need to be confrontational about challenges. You do not need to be like in your face with it. You can start to face those challenges. And some of them may be external pieces, but no, the majority of them are internal. A lot of the external problems and challenges that we're facing are patterns that we need to break within ourselves. So it's not so much confronting another, it's about working on the inside. What patterns keep coming forward? What's more, how can you use your abilities, your strengths, those emerging aspects, trusting in self, building off what's going right, to break those patterns. Even becoming aware of that pattern is a positive step forward. You've got this, my friends. I want to thank you for joining me today. And I hope that this session with the angels, the information and guidance that they shared with you, supports you in transitioning into the fall and really connecting in and being open to what's coming forward. Now, if you like this session, please remember to give it a thumbs up, as it does help people find me on the sea of YouTube. More importantly for you, don't forget to subscribe and hit that little red bell. There is so much more coming forward, my friends. You don't want to miss any of it. And if you're looking for an added layer of support, I do have a Ko-fi and Patreon page. I've provided links below. Again, I want to thank you for joining me and the angels today. And I hope that this inspires you and gives you the information and the aha you were looking for. Until tomorrow, my friends.